So, I don't play any sports. I don't do track. Slow down, guys! Wait! Oh my gosh, it's so hot outside. I don't play baseball. I got it! And let's just say basketball is not for me. Ow. However, since I don't play any sports, I have a lot of free time. And in my free time, I do a lot of reading. And since I do so much reading, I feel pretty prepared for Booktubeathon 2018! Hi roomies, my name is Jordan, in case this is your first time on my channel. And today I'm going to be doing my Booktubeathon Tbr. So if you don't know what the Booktubeathon is, it's basically a week-long readathon from July 30th to August 5th. And Ariel gives us 7 reading challenges to help us make our TBR. So the first reading challenge is to let a coin toss decide what book you are going to read first. Now I have 2 books that I'm going to be deciding between today. The first book is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. So Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury follows Guy, who is a fireman, but instead of putting out the fires, he actually starts the fires. And he enjoys his job. He hasn't questioned it until he meets a girl who tells him of a past where people were not afraid. And then he meets a professor who tells him of a future where people can think. And that really just like clicks something in Guy's head, and he knows that he has to do something, and we get to follow him along on whatever he has to do. The second book is Twilight by Elie Wiesel, and this story follows Raphael, who hears voices and he talks to ghosts. He's spending the summer at a psychiatric hospital, but he's not there as a patient. He's there as a visiting professional. While he's there, all he wants to do is talk to Pedro, the man who rescued him from post-war Poland when he was 15 years old. But Pedro has disappeared. This story follows Raphael as he tries to determine what the truth is and what's false. So I have my penny here. I think Twilight is going to be tails and Fahrenheit 451 is going to be heads. I can't actually flip a coin, so I'm just gonna shake it in between my hands and I'm gonna release it on the ground and I'll tell you what it is. It's heads! Fahrenheit 451. So the second reading challenge is to read a book about something that you want to do. So I decided to choose Along for the Ride by Dessen, because I've actually already read this book, and there is one scene in particular where we see our main character and a friend of hers go grocery shopping, and they go grocery shopping at night, to be more specific, and it's because both of them have insomnia. And I remember after I finished reading this book, I was like interested in going grocery shopping at night with like a friend of mine, and I thought that it would be kind of cool, and it kind of reminded me of the scene from Paper Towns where they like go to Walmart or like go to a store to like go pick up their tools and stuff. You know that scene. You know the scene I'm talking about. And I've always kind of been like interested in that, like ever since I read that scene. So I decided I should read this for this particular challenge. So the third challenge is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation. For this, I'm going to be reading The Secret Garden. Now, if you've been on my channel for a little while, you probably already know that I've already started The Secret Garden. However, I haven't finished it, and I'd like to finish it. So I'll be finishing this and watching the movie. The fourth challenge is to read a book with green on the cover. For this, I'm going to be reading The Zookeeper's Wife, and as you can see, there's green on the front, there's a green blurb on the front, more green on the side. There's green on this book. I actually don't know a lot about this book. I think that my mom said she saw the movie and she really enjoyed it, and so she thought I would enjoy the book. So I am excited to get into this one. The 5th challenge is to read a book while wearing the same hat for the whole time. So for this reading challenge, I'm going to be wearing my blue and pink Wonder Woman hat, and I'm going to be reading Because You Love to Hate Me. Now, if you've been on Booktube for a little while, you probably have heard of this book. You've probably read this book, but I have yet to read it, and I'm excited to read it. And as you can see, the colors go pretty good together. I think that it's going to be really fun to wear this hat and read this book, and I'm excited. The 6th challenge is to read a book with a beautiful spine. Now, when I consider beautiful spines, I like the spines where you can read it while you're standing like straight up. Like, you don't have to do the awkward like head tilt thing where you're like trying to read the spine, you know? And also, I typically like the more simple designs just because they're easier to read. So for this challenge, I'm going to be reading Taken by Erin Bowman, and as you can see, it goes up and down, and it's pretty simple, just like block lettering with some different colors. So that's why I'm going to be reading this. Now, I don't know too much about this. I picked up this book maybe a year ago or so, and I've forgotten what it's about, but I was interested in it at the time that I picked it up, and it still looks fairly interesting, so hopefully I enjoy it. The 7th challenge is to read 7 books. In order to fulfill this challenge, you have to choose another book. So for this challenge, I'm going to be reading 5 for Sorrow, 10 for Joy by Rumer. Godden. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know a lot about this book. One of my friends recommended it to me, and she actually lent it to me. And I'm excited to read this. She really enjoyed it, so I think I'm going to enjoy it as well. And I can't wait to read it. So that is it for my Booktubeathon Tbr. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you're going to be participating this year. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then you should totally click that red subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. But just in case you don't want to, I post videos every Tuesday and Friday, so you should totally come check out my channel then for new content. Bye guys!